So when people do EFT tapping, what is actually happening when they tap on their faces? The answer turns out to be more interesting than the practice looks. Hi, I'm Sonia, and I'm the founder of EFT Companion, a wellness application that helps you regulate your nervous system with guided EFT sessions powered by AI for personalization. EFT changed my life 10 years ago, and I want others to be able to do the same. So there are a few different theoretical frameworks for why EFT produces the effects it does, and the research has not fully settled on a single unified explanation. What we can do is look at what we know about the physiological mechanisms. The most well-supported explanation involves the amygdala. It's the brain's threat detection center. When the amygdala perceives a threat, real or remembered, it activates your body's stress response, where your cortisol jumps, your adrenaline spikes, elevated heart rate, muscle tension, heightened alertness. EFT appears to send a deactivation signal to the amygdala. The tapping points are associated with peripheral nerve pathways connected to the vagus nerve and the limbic system. Stimulating them while holding a stressful thought in the mind may allow the amygdala to receive two simultaneous messages. One, the content is present, and two, the body is calm. Over time and with repetition, this appears to reduce the amygdala's conditioned response to that content. So now think back to a memory or a thought that can trigger a physical reaction for you, even when you know it's in the past. You can think about a difficult conversation and your chest tightens. You might remember a stressful period and your jaw clenches. The mind has moved on, but the body is still responding as if that threat is present. That response is your amygdala activating a conditioned pattern, a learned association between that content and danger. EFT's mechanism is essentially working with that association at the body level, introducing calming input while the association is still active, and gradually updating what the body predicts. So research by Dr. Dawson Church and others have shown that EFT produces measurable reductions in cortisol, your body's primary stress hormone, after even relatively brief sessions. Other studies have shown changes in brainwave activity and physiological measures of arousal. This matters because it confirms that what's happening during EFT isn't just a placebo effect or momentary relaxation. Something is actually changing at the physiological level in ways that are measurable. The dual attention aspect is also important. The fact that EFT holds both the distressing content and the calming input simultaneously. This is a similar principle to other dual processing approaches in trauma therapy. The nervous system cannot fully update a learned response without the distressing content being present. EFT keeps it present while changing the body's experience of it. This mechanism is particularly relevant for chronic dysregulation because a large part of what maintains chronic activation is the nervous system's learned prediction that certain thoughts, memories, situations, or beliefs mean danger, simply put. EFT directly addresses those predictions, not by arguing them cognitively, but by giving the body a different experience while that prediction is still active. That is how patterns change at the nervous system level, not through understanding, but through experience. Now, if you've been skeptical about EFT because it looks strange, that's totally fair. I understand it can feel ridiculous at first. I grew up in this space, so I've just become numb to it. But the mechanism isn't mystical. It's neurological. What's happening when you tap is that you're working with the system that learned the stress response in the first place and giving it new information. That's not so different from what all effective healing approaches ultimately do. EFT just does it directly, at the body level, which is often exactly where that change needs to happen. I'm Sonia, and if I can change my life, so can you.